at hand, the time to stream. You must understand, folks. It is another glorious day in the neighborhood here in beautiful Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Home of cheese and mirth. Home of cheese. Home of mirth. What does that even mean? I don't know. I'm going to share this to musical friends hither and yon. I was in the studio today with Steve Hamilton. And you know what his studio is called? Making Sausage Music. That's right. We record our records with Steve Hamilton at Making Sausage Music. And that is a bold statement, friends. Friends, bold. And let me just do this one more place. Share to another page. I'm going to share another page. I'm going to share another page. Oh, I got a sniffle today. I got a little sniffle here. It's the allergy time of year. That much is clear. Folks, it's that time of year. I thought it would be fun for our stream today to talk a little bit about the Acoustasonic. I played this on the Fishman stream yesterday, but they have a bunch of these guitars at Wildwood. I've got a link to one with this same color. I think it's ocean turquoise, if I'm not mistaken. Greetings, Greg Blackburn and DePaul. The Gospel of Mark says, hello from Maryland, and chicken tikka masala. One of the Wildwood videos, I sang a little song called Chicken Tikka Masala, as you do. Sometimes you just got to sing it. I got to feel it. Or Metal Poppins. Dreadnought. Jay, you are correct. I'll go through these sounds of this bad boy. I got to go over here and adjust it accordingly. Okay, in this upward position. This is a Rosewood Dreadnought. This is in the 5 position. So if I go over, no. Here we go. This is the Rosewood Dreadnought. This is the mahogany slope shoulder. Kind of in the midst, and you get a little bit of both. Sounds good. That's the 5 position on the toggle switch. The 5 position on the toggle switch. This is a Fender Acoustasonic Jazzmaster. can you dig it? So that, friends, is the 5 position on the toggle switch up this way. This is the mahogany slope shoulder to Dreadnought of the Rosewood Persuasion. Can you dig, 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 dig? It is actually going through the Fishman Loudbox Performer, but I also have it going through a, here, if we go over here, I gotta switch my thingamabobber so I can see what's going down. Oh, is that camera not on? Oh, sometimes the cameras are knobs. That's a song called Sometimes the Cameras Are Knobs. What? Folks, this camera's being a knob, but I will tell you, on the ground, I have a Fishman Spectrum Aura preamp. Now, I'm not using any of the imaging on there. You had to add images, but the images are already in this guitar, so I'm just using it as a preamp. And I've got a XLR coming out of that into the Tascam Model 24. And I'm also going into the Fishman Loudbox Performer amplifier, and I'm going out of the back of that into, in the corner here, I have a Fishman SA330X. And it gives me a little extra something in the room. Plus, it's right behind Dylan, so when I'm doing an acoustic thing with Dylan, you can hear it. It's actually coming out of the back of that Fishman into the Model 24 as well. So you're getting a little bit of the preamp and you're getting a little bit of the amp mixed together. Can you dig it? I like it. Sounds good, is what it does. It sounds so good. It is a Fender Acoustic. This is actually my very own guitar. I wanted one. I used one down when I was doing my latest. I did 3 more courses for the TrueFire folks. And I did one on solo guitar, and I used this thing to play on, I think 4 of the 6 tracks that I did. I used a white one that was lent to me by our friends at Fishman, because Fishman did the electronics in these guitars. And now I wanted one for my very own, so I wanted a blue one. So there's actually a blue one just like this at Wildwood, and I linked this feed. So you can click on it and go right there and get the lowdown if you should show desire. Is that through the amp or straight into the board? Chuck, it's a combination of both. I'm actually going out of a Fishman Spectrum Aura preamp into the board, but I've got the amp mic'd, and I'm also going out of the back of that into, it's coming in like 3 different places. So you're hearing a little bit of the amplifier, and you're hearing 2 different direct signals, which is kind of cool. It sounds good. And I mean, there are 12s on here, so it plays like an acoustic, but it's easier to play than an acoustic. I'm going to tell you that right now. can you dig it? Again, people are asking about the amplifier. I'm actually going through, I'm not going through the Koch amplifier. I'm going through a Fishman Loudbox Performer amp, but I'm also coming out of a preamp, a Fishman preamp called the Aura Spectrum, or the Spectrum Aura, depending on how you like to look at it. What does it sound like unplugged? Can you hear that? Yeah, can you dig it in? Red Shawl in the house, Red. What's going down, my friend? How was Germany, Red? I saw you over there in Hamburg. I love Hamburg. Hamburg is a beautiful place. Bending behind the nut with this finger with those heavy strings was a bad choice. I'm going to tell you that right now. The pain was real. Oh, the pain was real. Okay, so we've played the hell out of that 5 position. We played the hell out of the 5 position, which was kind of a combination of what they're saying is a Rosewood Dreadnought and a mahogany slope shoulder. Now we're going to go down. We're going down to the 4 position. The 4 position is going to be a mahogany jumbo one way, which is supposed to be loud and airy, perfect for heavy, responsive strumming to accompany vocals. for a all mahogany small body. Let's see what that sounds like. Ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker will not quite ask her wife I was with her just last night. I've messed that up. Yeah, all right, that's the mahogany jumbo. Here's the mahogany small body. Bit of both. Get a little both in there. I can feel that down to my damn corns. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Greg Blackburn, what are you saying about my tune about the cat? My cat pissed in a plastic bag last night. Rhett, what are you saying, Rhett? Are you saying nice things, Rhett? I'm sorry I didn't see that. Bless your heart, whatever you said, I appreciate it immensely. I can't see what the heck's going on here. Has it a switch change instantly to piezo to a magnetic? Well, no. What it does is this. You get back to the 1 and the 2 position on the toggle switch, and it goes to this pickup, and this way, straight pickup. This is with like a tube screamer on it. went back. I always go back to that 5 position. I like that 5 position. It sounds so damn good. All right, let's go to the 3 position, which is supposed to be, let's see, Rosewood Auditorium. This is Rosewood Auditorium. Can you dig that kind of talk? My name is Gregory Stephen Koch. Wow. Yeah. Can you dig it? I like the sound of this guitar. I'm going to tell you that right now. This one's got the 2 position. The 2 position is coming on strong. Lo-fi piezo. Or lo-fi piezo with crunch. Can you dig it? Woo. Can you dig it? Ping ball lizard, yes. That's my tune, ladies and gentlemen. Someone asked what that, thought it was somebody else's. That is one of my tunes. Song called The Rex Charmer. There's a version of that, electric version on the Vivid Gristle record, but then on the acoustic Gristle Soup, there's an acoustic version. Hello, dear Greg, and all you wonderful guitarists from the beat in Germany. And greetings, Deutschland. Greetings, Deutschland. What's going down? Can you dig all that kind of talk? Can you dig it? Did I see Ralph out there for Deutschland? Ralph. When am I coming back to Deutschland? That's a good question. I think we're looking at maybe the spring if all does well. Thank you for your rendition of Can't Be Satisfied yesterday. Got me so inspired I sat down and learned it today. Excellent, Daniel. I did a little La Claw earlier. Can you dig that kind of talk? Can you dig it? Again, this is a Fender Acoustic Jazz Master. I believe this is called Ocean Turquoise, if I'm not mistaken. And they have quite a few of the different Acoustasonics that, and one guitar, how he is. But I don't know what I just sang. I don't know what that was. Listen, this is a guitar that I got for my own self because there's some practicalities of this instrument that I needed to have, and by God, it delivers. It delivers the gristle. Wow, I got a little something in my throat there. It's Ocean Turquoise. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for letting me know that it's Ocean Turquoise because sometimes I forget about stuff. Ocean, and Sam, thank you as well. Sam Stamos. Say what? Mr. Stamos in the house. It is a keeper. I like the way it sounds. I like this 5 position especially. I kind of put it in the 5 position, kind of going between the 2 sounds through this blend switch right here, you see. There are acoustic strings on here. Yeah, it's made in the U.S. of A, as far as I know. In the U.S. of A, that's where it is made. The U.S. of A. If they hold up, I'll have one in 20 years. Well, hashtag goals. I dig that. Okay, I like to set sights because time keeps on slipping into the doggone future. Am I right or am I right? It's made in Corona, California. Thank you, Maddie K. Thank you, Maddie K. You always know what to say. That Maddie K. He does his homework. That Maddie K. Hey, he does his homework. Thank you, Maddie K. Sorry, I lost control there for a minute, okay? I lost control when I sang the song about Maddie K. USA. Friends, greetings from Potsdam. That's all the way over there in Deutschland. Potsdam is in Deutschland, way over there. Potsdam is in Deutschland, way over there. I believe it's by Berlin, or as people might say, Berlin. But it's over there in Deutschland. I like to go to Deutschland and go to Bäckereis and get a tasty strudel with streusel and Cafe Schwartz. Zum Mitnehmen. Delicious. Thank you. This guy is dumb. Oh, you're just figuring that now? You're a late bloomer. This guy is dumb. This guy is dumb. This guy is dumb. You're just figuring that out now. You must be dumb, but I don't judge. I don't hold a grudge. If you do little homework, you might find out some things about Dre that aren't so dumb. Wow. If you do a little homework, you might find out a little about Dre. Streusel. Yes. Yes, okay. Do you ever play a miss note? All the time, Jim C. I try to mitigate it. Mitigate the miss notes. Yes. Sometimes you hit a little something and it might be not what you planned for, but then you work around it. What do they say? If you make a mistake, play it twice and pretend like you mean it. But really nothing's a mistake. You just kind of, it's all about your intention, I reckon. The classic clam, that is correct. Godin makes some excellent guitars. Yes, they do. Purple Gristlemancer is an excellent guitar. You are correct. Some Far Greased. You know what? I have to relearn my song. I can't remember that dog. It's in C. It's in C tuning. A C tuning of some sort. Mistakes are opportunities. I like that. Mistakes are opportunities. That's what my parents said when I was born. What? That's not true. Oh, folksy folks. Eddie, you're pulling out the hitch. I can't remember that one. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? I had to remember that one, Eddie. Thanks for reminding me of that song. A song called Folksy Folks. That's also on the Acoustic Gristle Soup. What is your pedal setup for studio versus live? This is an excellent question. In the studio, I might bring my pedal board, which has, I've got this all-in-one, I've got a pedal board in a road case. But I've got an all-in-one jam pedals thing that they made for me that has it's got a Univibe and a phaser and their waterfall chorus, which is my favorite. I don't use chorus a lot, but I don't even use it like a regular chorus. I set it to a very disturbing setting. It has an analog delay on as well, a fuzz, and a compressor. I might bring that to the studio and use some of those. And then I have my Neo Instruments ventilator on there as well, which has it's a Leslie speaker simulator. And then I'll use my Octavia on there, usually a wah, and a different delay as well on my Gristle King. Can you dig it? And but when I play live, I don't really use much, because my amp has everything on it. It has the harmonic vibrato, various different levels of gain. So a lot of time, I don't use any pedals at all. For this Hendrix gig I have coming up, I'm kind of torn because, you know, I do have a delicious Univibe thing and Octavia and wah and whatnot, but I've been rehearsing with just my Gristlemancer and doing everything on that guitar, and that seems cooler to me, to do all those, to interpret Jimmy on a very primitive platform and making your hands do all the squeals and hollers, you know what I'm saying, and wahs and whatnot. So I haven't quite made up my mind yet. We're doing a gig next Wednesday, my son on drums and Matt Turner on bass. That does not mean Toby is still in the fold. Koch Marshall Trio is going strong, but he lives 5 hours away, so we're doing just a few things around town with Matt on bass for a little something different, especially on Fridays when we do our Friday Fishman stream. But he'll also be playing with us this Saturday. We have a Together. For those of you who know what that is, the #2 GTHR.co is a really cool site, and they're logging up some pretty incredible content with a bunch of guitar notables that do these kind of concerts like I do in the Orange Room. I've been doing them with Dylan forever, but now we're doing it with Matt as well. And we may visit some of those Hendrix songs this weekend. So there you have it. Are we going to video the Hendrix gig? Probably not, but we'll probably do it again. What Fender amp would be closest to the Greg? Well, that's interesting. I would say that the Supersonic was an amp that was I enjoyed, but I used to use the Supersonic 12, Supersonic 60 watt with another 212 cabinet. That's the rig I used on that Live in the Studio record I did called Live on the Radio. I used that rig on that whole. I think maybe one song is a super reverb. But a lot of times I just use, if I don't bring the Greg out and I'm just doing like a throw and go, I might bring my Vibrolux, custom Vibrolux, which I still use every now and again. I just turn it up to about 7, face it to the wall, and just use the volume control on the guitar. So I love Vibro Kings too, but good God, they're loud and heavy. Loud and heavy. Does the battery for the Fishman pickups fit underneath the pickguard on a Strat? I don't use a backplate. Stefan, I don't know, to be honest with you. Tone King's a good amp. A Super is loud as well, Robert. You're not wrong. A Super is a loud amp. Yeah, I'm kind of confused as to what I'm going to use for this Hendrix gig. Last night for the rehearsal, I went to my son and lives with the bass player in this house in a kind of a cool part of town. So I went down there yesterday. I took one Gristlemaster Accord and an old Pro Junior that I have with one white Tolex, and I used that, and I got every sound I needed with just that rig, which is no surprise. I've used Pro Juniors since they first came out, and I've used them on records. A lot of the solos on Strat's Got Your Tongue were done with Pro Juniors, like the solos on Spank It. That's all a Pro Junior for the solos. I think the main part of the tune I did on a Super, if I recall correctly, and then the leads were done on Pro Juniors. The lead was a Tele, and then the overdrive sound was a 335 that I grabbed off the wall of a music store we were recording upstairs from a music store. I want something with humbuckers. I grabbed it. I don't even remember what color it was or what year it was. I just grabbed it, played it, put it back. And but that was all Pro Junior. On 265, I play a couple of solos. That's a Strat through my blue Strat through a Pro Junior. Can you ding it? Know any Albert Lee licks, Greg? Yeah, I played a bunch of them on that. This is something I got right from Albert. I played that on the Merle Travis. I got that from Albert Lee, and I like to do that all the damn time. Hendrix used a Marshall. Do you think them necessary to get closer to Jimmy's tone? I mean, yeah, but who's going to do that? I mean, plus I'm not trying to sound exactly like Jimmy. I'm doing Jimmy, as I would do it. So, and I don't really like closed back cabinets for the most part. Just because I'm used to the sound, kind of going, and I'm a tall son of a gun, so if I got a closed back cabinet low, half stack low, it's hard for me to hear it. So I have to raise it, and then there's that, and I have a nice 1964 Fender Vibrolux Reverb, needs some serious maintenance. Any suggestions? Yeah, Jim C, just find a good dealer or a good amp tech in your neighborhood. That amp's worth a fortune. Those amps are going for like $3,500 these days, if it's in good condition. I mean, once it gets revitalized, that is. Maybe still like 2,500, even if it's in the ballpark. Favorite Rory Gallagher stuff? I would say the Irish Tour 74. I do, yeah, the Greg definitely will do the job, this amp right here. If I just do the gig with that amp, it would be rocking. What's my favorite guitar of all time? The one I'm playing at any given time. I mean, I certainly have an affinity for Telecasters, but I love my Gristle Masters. I play them all the time. I have a 53 Tele. I love that guitar. I love my Gristle 90. I love my Blue Strat. Love my Les Pauls. Love 335s. It goes on and on and on and on, and I love my Martin. Love this guitar. It's rocking. Any plans to come to Sweden at some point? I'm sure we will. Nothing currently on the schedule, but hopefully sooner than later. Have I used any other Koch amps? Yes, the Twin Tone 3 I've used, and that's a great amp. Let's see what else we got. Daisy Rock. Now there's a guitar. I did get my daughter a Hannah Montana guitar at some point in time. What speaker do I use in my amp? There's two Jensen Jet 10-inch speakers in there. Adam Bomb, you're late! Adam Bomb is late. Wow. Hear that, Adam? It starts spinning after 10 minutes, all originals. Well, replacing the tubes is not going to be a big deal. That doesn't really do anything to cause any problems with value. That's just general maintenance. You know, even if you do caps and stuff like that, if it needs to be done, it needs to be done. Plays Well With Others is a fantastic compilation. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy that. What is my go-to roast of coffee beans? Most of the time, although I got to tell you, a buddy of mine owns a coffee roastery in Chicago called 10 Drops Coffee. Their coffee is off the chain. But I got another guy in town here that I actually went to high school with. He runs a company called the Valentine Coffee Roastery. And I like the Ethiopian brew. The Ethiopian Guji, I believe it's called. It's damn delicious. Evan Ward likes Esteban guitars best. Well, all right, Evan. I can dig the language you're speaking. There you have it. Oh, thank you, Mike Angelo. Bless you. Rasta Coffee. Yes, it is Rasta Coffee. Ha ha ha. Well, listen, folks, thanks so much for tuning in today. We had some fun. If you're interested, I roast Ethiopia is my favorite. Good. It's nice to know I'm not deranged. It just tastes delicious to me. Folks, this is a Fender Acoustic in Ocean Turquoise. This is my very own guitar. However, there's one available at Wildwood, as well as a whole bunch of other different Fender Acoustic. And as you can see, they sound damn good. Not a lot of doctoring going on here, folks. I'm going into a preamp, and I'm going into an amp, and going into the board, and boom, boom, boom. There you go. So there you have it, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so that is my day of, we're doing some, one of these days you'll see me from a different vantage point in this room. I got to change it because there's a bad buzz in this room. I've tried everything, and I know you're going to suggest a million different things. I've tried everything. I have to move to the least injurious place, which is unfortunately about right here is where the buzz stops. So needless to say, I have to move the cameras in this direction and be over there. So there you have it. Folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Thank you, Wildwood, as usual, for this glorious opportunity to share some musical congress with y'all and some fine guitars. We'll see you cats on the flippity flop.